To Summer Bay this afternoon, back in its normal time slot of 1:30 today, but now Yvonne refuses to say goodbye in Shortland Street.
Dr. Fernley and another intensivist have examined Ben, but they've pronounced him brain dead. He's not going to wake up. I'm so sorry.
How's Ben? He must have been out by now. The nurses haven't told me anything.
First, how are you doing?
Sore, but olive, without HIV.
You got the all clear?
Yeah, 2 tests, 2 negatives. Tracy reckons that's pretty conclusive.
It is. Ah, son, that's fantastic.
I rang Mum and told her and Soph. The way they carried on, you'd think I'd won lotto. So, Ben.
He's out of surgery. But, I'm afraid it's very bad news, mate.
Bad? How?
The blow to the head caused a fatal hemorrhage. I'm sorry to tell you that he's not going to wake up.
No. I was there. It was one hit.
He was unlucky. There was nothing Chris could do. He's still on life support, but, I'm so sorry, mate.
How did Hunter take the news about Ben?
Not good. He blames himself, now more than ever. It'll be hard for him to come to terms with.
Hard for us all. Impossible for Yvonne.
Yes, I saw her last night, sitting there, holding his hand, waiting.
But that's not why we're here.
No, the elite surgical team. I suspect some of our potential referrals are going elsewhere.
Are you saying we're being sidelined?
I talked to Richard at Central. They've had a stream of difficult procedures. Not one of them has come our way.
Is this true?
Well, I have noticed a decline in high-profile ops ever since word got out about the hand transplant.
Well, so one controversy and that's it. We lose all our work.
Well, there's some reason the DHB is bypassing us, but I don't think it's just about the hand transplant.
Meaning?
Well, let's just say, hypothetically, that they don't want funding to go to the elite surgical team anymore. The easiest way to justify pulling the plug is to cut demand. Central gets all the ops, and our hotshot surgeons sit around twiddling their very expensive thumbs.
That sounds horribly feasible.
But why would they want to axe the program?
Why would they want to get rid of the PCC?
Why would they dump that Helga software on us without any notice? Whatever their long game is, they're not telling us about it.
Time to do some digging.
Absolutely. That surgical team took me years to get off the ground. I'm not letting it go without a fight.
So, where do we start?
Leave it to me for now.
You look worn out.
It's been a long night.
Why don't you take a break, Mum? Grab a shower, have some breakfast.
I can't. Not yet.
I'll get you a cuppa. You should drink something.
Tea would be good, thanks.
Well, why didn't you go with him? Just a quick trip to the staff room.
Getting out of this room might help clear your head.
Of what? The crazy idea that Ben might wake up? Look, I appreciate your concern, but no. Thanks.
Mum, you do realise that he can't breathe on his own?
Oh, maybe not now, but he will.
No. No, he won't. I mean, you heard the doctors. He's gone.
Don't say that. Don't you dare. You're wishing it on him.
What? Why would I even...
Why don't you and Gerald go get that cuppa? Maybe a piece of toast.
We won't be long.
Before you start on me, I'm not giving up on him. I won't do it.
It's not about giving up.
I'm staying here. I'm watching for signs of recovery. If you can't support me in this, fine. But don't expect me to leave this room anytime soon.
Okay, Gemma, you saw your GP 3 days ago with an infection on your abdomen. Is that right?
From chafing. I've lost a lot of weight recently. The skin rubs.
And she gave you antibiotics. Have you been taking them as prescribed?
Yes, just like she said, but it got worse. And I felt sick. I started shivering and...
Your temperature's very high. We'll give you something for that, though. I'm going to have to look at the infected area now, if that's okay.
Can you make it better? I'm meant to be somewhere today.
You better cancel those plans. I'm going to call in one of our consultants. I'd like him to see this.
Oh, no. Is it bad?
We'll know more after he sees you. Excuse me.
Can you pass me my handbag? I need to call my producer. She's got a camera crew. They'll be waiting for me.
That's where I've seen you before. That TV show.
Flab Squad. I'm last year's champion. Can I have my bag, please? Thanks.
Karen, good to see you. You missed something this morning. Point taken excelled in training.
Yeah?
The trainer reckons she's gonna romp home next week.
Who's the trainer?
Murray, I just missed him. He's the best in the Southern Hemisphere. We're lucky to have him. Still, it's the horse you'll be wanting to see. Kelly? Yes, she is. Check her out.
How old is she?
2.
She still hasn't reached her peak yet. She could race till she's 7 or 8 years old, maybe more. She broke her personal best again this morning.
By how much?
4, 1.4.
New record.
Surprised you haven't got investors knocking your door now.
I like to keep things close. Strictly people I know, not that there isn't someone snapping at your heels.
Really? Who?
I'll go get the deal papers while you spend a bit more time with point taken.
Okay.
But the clock's on this time, mate. Sign up and walk away.
I've called everyone I can think of. I've tried being subtle, I've tried being blatant. No one knows anything about the DHB's plans for Shortland Street.
Or if they do, they're not saying.
So what's the one thing we know for sure?
The elite surgical team is being bypassed.
Exactly. So we need to be proactive, raise our media profile, get the public on side. That's our best insurance against getting the axe.
Raise our profile how when we're not getting any high-profile cases? Warner, TK, what's up? Okay, I'll be right there.
Surgical consult.
Suspected necrotizing fasciitis.
Flesh-eating disease.
Don't get excited. There's nothing in it for the elite team. You'll have to keep thinking.
She still won't take a break.
Not even for a few minutes to grab something to eat. I don't know what to do.
Wait for the truth to hit her, I suppose, and pick up the pieces.
Hunter, how are you feeling?
I've been better.
It's so terrible what happened, but it's so good to see you in one piece.
I really need to see Ben. Is that okay?
Of course. It's just a bit complicated. Mum's in there with him.
Well, I need to talk to her too.
It's just not handling it very well.
Yeah, I didn't think she would. She loved the guy, he loved her.
I'll come in with you.
Yvonne, I'm so sorry.
You mustn't blame yourself. I'm sure Ben doesn't. Come a bit closer.
I have to tell you, Yvonne, that it was my fault. I started the fight. I made the guys angry. Ben was trying to stop it. He tried to save me.
I know all that. Your father told me. But it's okay. Ben's going to be all right.
He is?
He'll wake up as soon as he's ready.
Hey, I'm looking for Henry Mapusur, do you know?
Yeah, he was here a minute ago. He just popped away for a second.
Damn. I can't wait round. I've left messages, but he hasn't called back.
I can tell him you stopped by if you want.
That'll be good. I'm Robbo Bradford.
Kieran Mitchell.
Can you tell him I've sorted my IRD problems? I'm ready to buy back in. He'll know what I'm talking about.
You mean point taken?
How do you know? Don't tell me you're thinking of buying my share.
Well, if it's the one up for grabs, I'm just about to sign the deal.
No way. I only let it go because I was desperate. I'm sweet now. I want it back.
Well, sorry, mate. Quick and the dead. I just got in there first.
Fine. Sign up, pay your money, then sell your share to me.
Why would I want to do that?
Make a quick profit. How much you paying?
50 grand.
I'll give you 60. 10 grand profit, just like that.
No. I don't think so.
I have to go. Damn, Henry. If you change your mind, selling my share in that horse was the stupidest thing I ever did.
Hey, did you get a call from the police?
My phone's off.
Yvonne just heard they made an arrest.
The guy who punched Ben.
And the others, they were witnesses. They made a positive ID. Son, it's good news. They will be punished.
But it's not good enough. It should never have happened.
Mate, we've been through this. You didn't start the fight.
I put him there. I was being all poor me with the HIV, and he left the party to try and cheer me up. That's why he let me drive his car. That's why I was such a jerk, because that's what I am.
You had every reason to be worried, but you didn't know how things are going to turn out. I heard you went and saw Ben. That mustn't have been easy.
Yvonne doesn't believe he's gone. She thinks he's going to wake up.
She just needs time to adjust. It's not uncommon. A lot of people find this diagnosis difficult to accept, mate.
And when she does, when it sinks in that Ben is dead, who do you think she's going to blame?
The men who killed him, not you. Son, you are not to blame.
Yvonne, you wanted to see me?
Ben is getting better. His oxygen is 99% and his blood pressure is perfect.
That still doesn't mean his brain is functioning.
I know what you think, but I truly believe he is in a coma.
If he were, we wouldn't have to keep him on life support.
Well, maybe he doesn't need it anymore. I want you to test him again.
There's no point. The first tests were absolutely conclusive.
Well, I don't accept that. I'm sorry, but I want another opinion, another specialist. I'm happy to pay.
Yvonne, listen to me. I could call in another doctor right now. He could run the tests again, but that would just get your hopes up. And the pain and the disappointment will be that much worse when the diagnosis is the same. I don't want to put you through that.
I want another opinion. I won't rest until I get one.
So, how'd it go?
We're in.
We as in...
No, don't worry, your name never even came up. As far as Henry's concerned, I am the one and only lucky buyer.
Congrats, bro.
Yeah, back at you, big man. Go on, there's more. We've already had a buyout offer on our share.
No way.
Henry's ex-partner wants back in. He offered us 60 grand for it.
Well, you turned it down, of course.
Didn't even take a breath.
Oh, what a sweet, sweet deal.
Calls for a celebration, methinks.
Oh, yeah.
Of course I've heard of Flab Squad. I watch TV, I graze magazines at the checkout aisle. It's everywhere.
Then you'll know that we're planning a special episode, catching up with last year's winner, Gemma Jensen.
The woman you tell me is a patient in our emergency department.
Suffering from necrotizing fasciitis.
Oh, she's that patient. I was with Dr. Warner when he got the call to do a surgical consult.
Chris Warner? Yeah, quite the surgeon. Checkered history of late. Bad call on the hand transplant.
You have done your homework.
I had Jim Levo-Salford on during the consult. By the time I got to my car, I had Dr. Warner's history in the palm of my hand.
So what do you want from me?
You're the hospital's media liaison person.
Yes.
Then I need you to smooth the way. I want to film Gemma's operation.
What?
She's the underdog made good. People love her, and they'll love Chris Warner if he saves her life and makes her lovelier in the process. Gemma lost a ton of weight during the show, but now she's got this hideous flap of excess skin around her belly. This weird disease is eating away at it. Some might think it was doing Gemma a favour.
You are joking.
It's a ratings goal, darling. If Chris cures the disease and nips her down to a size 10 at the same time, then he'll be Gemma's hero, which in turn makes him the nation's hero. Can't be bad PR for a surgeon who, and I quote, put his ego before a patient in the hand transplant case with devastating results. Are we on the same page?
So what do you think? Were the other specialists wrong? Were they too hasty?
I'm afraid not. So you concur with their diagnosis? Ben has no remaining brain function?
None. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Dr. Farrow. You all right?
No.
I'm sorry.
I thought if I sat here and talked to him and held his hand, then he would know. And he'd come back to me.
Well, if he could have, he would have. He loved you. Everyone knew that.
I loved him too. I still do. And now you're telling me that he's gone.
Yes.
I don't want it to be true. I want him to open his eyes and to say my name. But he's not going to, is he?
So, it's a done deal on the horse.
It is?
And Maxwell's in on it. That was news to me.
It's the only way I could raise the money.
I get a little jumpy when things start happening I don't know about.
We know now, so what's the problem?
Well, there isn't one. Unless I find out Maxwell gets paid before I do. If that happens, I'll tell the cops everything I know.
Jane, I promised you the money and I'll deliver. I don't back out on deals. Especially ones with beautiful women.
You better not. Because I'll be watching you. And Maxwell, you've been warned.
Is something I'd...
Hi. Are you Gemma Jansen?
Yes.
I'm Rachel McKenna. I'm
I know who you are. Ursula's told me. And the answer is yes. I want a TV crew in the operating theatre.
Can I ask why?
Have you seen my before pictures?
No.
I was a super fat nobody. I wouldn't have even stuck with Flab Squad except people out there watching actually cared about me. Their support, it was unreal. It still is. I can't shut them out now. I owe them too much.
So Ursula hasn't coerced you in any way?
No. But I owe her too.
What for?
Well, look at me. She's changed my life. And she says this special could be a ratings jackpot, maybe even an award winner. I can't say no to that. Who could?
Hey.
Oh, gosh, TK. I must have dozed off.
Oh, sorry to wake you. I've only got a couple of minutes, but I just wanted to tell you we did everything we could for Ben. Everything.
I know.
He was a great guy. Best.
Remember when we first got together and you found out about us? You were so shocked.
I guess I didn't understand. Not then.
But you do now?
All Ben could think about when he came in was you. That's all he talked about.
He was talking. I thought he was knocked out the whole time.
Often there's a delayed reaction with the brain trauma. He really loved you, Yvonne. I'm sure you already know that without me having to
Maybe
tell you.
there's a delayed reaction in waking up. People come out of comas all the time, don't they? After years and years.
Ben's not in a coma.
Oh, call it what you like. He might have a serious injury. He might just need more time. It's possible, isn't it?
No, not after all the tests.
Tests can be wrong. What if they're wrong? Oh, my darling Ben, what if they're wrong?
Here's to point taken. May she continue to burn up the track.
Point taken.
Point taken.
Backing him up.
Yep.
Hey, Robbo. You were good today, mate. The deal's done. Money's in the bank. I swear, offering to buy Mitchell was genius. He was gagging to sign. It was too easy.
A camera crew in theatre.
Think about it. Gemma Jansen is the darling of the great unwashed. They were doing a special on it anyway. That's why the crew is available. By next week, your name will be all over the media.
For what? Dealing with fasciitis? There's nothing special about that.
No, but it's
Or
something.
for doing an apronectomy on a reality TV star. That's cosmetic work, Rachel. It's not who I am anymore.
No, you're part of an elite surgical team that's being ignored out of existence. You need the exposure.
And Callum's on board with this.
I haven't told him yet.
Ah.
I thought if we presented a united front...
Have you counted the ways this can go wrong? Anything can happen in an operating theatre.
We'll have sign-off on all the footage. You can veto anything you don't like.
We need to raise our profile, yes. But not like this. It's too risky for the patient, it puts too much pressure on the staff, and it's just plain tacky. I won't do it.
This time next week, you'll be counting your winnings.
I'll clean up the sofa and make some room.
You do that, bro.
I learned something new today.
Oh, you can trust your boss after all?
No, that my boss is a complete idiot. Does the name Robbo ring a bell?
Robert?
You met him today.
Yeah, he tried to buy my share in Point Taken. How do you know his name?
Having good listening skills comes in handy. I heard Henry talking to him on the phone.
Oh, I was probably giving him the bad news.
They were laughing about how they suckered you in.
Jane, whatever you heard wrong.
I heard Henry say that offering to buy you out was sheer genius, that you couldn't sign up quick enough. It was all a ploy to get your money.
That's not possible.
50 grand down the drain. You've been held for a fool, Kieran.
Never mind the cut and thrust of the stand-up comedy world. Des Bishop visits a Beijing marriage market tonight at 10:15 in Breaking China. Next today, though, Jazz and Kevin whip up a bit of attention for the mill in Doctors.